organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, free stuff for students. See how a new organization in Iowa City can make you a winner.
Learn how the kids of Iowa City are making a difference for one local organization.
And in sports, post-game sound from the Hawks' 27-21 win over the Clones.
All that and more on the way next.
This is Daily Iowan TV.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Good evening and welcome to your Sunday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Kelsey Kniff.
And I'm Reed Chandler. The annual Iowa State rivalry game took place on Saturday in Ames. What we didn't know was that Iowa's locker room was being robbed sometime during the game. ISU police confirmed that personal items were missing from the locker room when the team returned from the game, and Police Chief Jerry Stewart said it involved personal property from the locker room and remains under investigation.
Here's a way for you to win some free stuff. There's a new organization in town that finally had its official launch party on Friday night. I looked into what's behind a group called Crew. Crew is a college endorsement label. It's a free mobile app that's available on smartphones. The way the Crew app works is simple. You just use your smartphone, scan a code, scratch it off, and immediately win a prize. Since coming to Iowa, Crew has collaborated with local businesses. Active Endeavors hopped on board to become a business that is Crew approved.
Well, when they approached us, it just sounded like a very good idea to reach out to more students that we may not be reaching out to with our current forms of advertising and marketing.
Active Endeavors has seen benefits since becoming Crew approved.
We've seen traffic from it, and people are aware of the Crew, so it's obvious that it's out there, and I think it's only going to grow.
Crew has also partnered with businesses like Mondo Saloon, Bread Garden, Formosa, and Brothers Bar and Grill. Iowa students are also aware of Crew and its benefits. Just over 2,000 students have used the app and already won plenty of prizes.
A $5 gift card to Felbo's, $5 to Bread Garden, half off at Mondo's.
The codes to win prizes like these can be scanned once every 24 hours at each business that's Crew approved, and these deals save like coupons to your phone. The benefits for students using the app are endless, and it seems to just keep getting bigger. Kelsey Kniff, Daily Iowan TV.
Kids of the Iowa City area are helping out a local organization. The Children's Garden in downtown Iowa City has seen another successful year with only a few harvests left. This project is a collaboration between the public library and new Pioneer Education Director Scott Kepke. Children plant vegetables and flowers in the spring, and during the fall, the harvest is collected and donated to Table to Table, an organization that feeds the homeless in Iowa City.
It is something we think is a great addition to the pedestrian mall downtown. And thanks to Scott Kepke for initiating this, and we're happy to be a part of it.
And still to come on Daily Iowan TV, music is medicine. We have more on how the University of Iowa is using the power of music to reach their patients.
And in sports, more analysis on Saturday's win over the Cyclones.
But first, we'll toss it over to Daily Iowan TV's Megan Tickner for a look at this week's weather.
And Megan, it was a rainy day today. Can we expect the same for the week?
Thanks, Reed. Yes, rain is a good thing, and we finally got some. And looks like there's a lot more on the way. Tomorrow morning should be in the high 50s with partly cloudy skies. Moving into the afternoon, those clouds will be sticking around with a temperature at 68. And in the evening, the temp will drop back down to the high 50s. Looking ahead, rain seems to be the theme. Tuesday will be 77 degrees with a 30% chance of thunderstorms. Both Wednesday and Thursday will be in the high 80s and low 90s with a 40% chance of rain. Friday shows a 70% chance of thunderstorms and 75 degrees. However, Saturday looks to have clear skies and a high of 77. Well, guys, it looks like rain, rain, and more rain in the forecast. That's all I have for your weather. Back to you guys.
Can't pick up a copy of the Daily Iowan? Are you worried about how you're going to find out about the latest news in Iowa City and the University of Iowa? Well, look no further. You can download the Daily Iowan mobile app on your iPhone for the area's best news coverage. And you can also read and watch us on your iPad. You can always find current and past Daily Iowan stories at dailyiowan.com. The Daily Iowan is now on TV, online, and in your pocket. If it happens, it's news to us.
The Department of Public Safety will test the Hawk Alert system this Wednesday at 10 o'clock p.m. Hawk Alert is a system that is used by the campus community to be notified of possible threats to their safety in the area. The alert can be received by a phone call, email, or even a text message. And the UI has drawn some criticism in the past for their Hawk Alert system being late or not working properly.
Although Iowa has had some drier weather, Colorado is recovering from some recent flooding. Wednesday, the rain began to pour in the city of Boulder, causing roads to become flooded. Officials announced Friday the damage to the city could take over a year to complete. 4 people have been confirmed dead.
And the dangerous weather also appeared in Mexico this weekend. A hurricane is on track to reach the southwest coast this Monday, causing over 5,000 people to evacuate. Hurricane Ingrid is a Category 1 hurricane and the second hurricane of the Atlantic storm season.
Now, spending several days on a hospital bed can get exhausting for many patients. To bring some fun into their day, the UIHC's music therapists are sent in. Kristen Nelson is one of 3 music therapists at the University Hospital who focuses on children. The children are allowed to pick out their own instruments, and she teaches the relaxation techniques through music, helping to decrease pain and anxiety. Nelson also uses active music play to normalize the hospital for kids so that they can express their surgical experiences through music. Research shows that music therapy helps patients with different conditions, including anxiety, cancer, speech, and many other conditions.
And now we'll toss it over to Daily Iowan TV's Cody Goodwin for a look at Hawkeye sports. After yesterday's game, Cody, what kind of analysis do you guys have for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm Cody Goodwin, and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. Cyclone State? Not so fast. After dropping their last 2 contests to their noisy neighbors, Kirk Ferentz and company got back on track under the lights in Ames on Saturday night. Daily Iowan TV Sports' Josh Bolander was there and kicks off our coverage. Josh?
Another round of the Cy-Hawk Series taking place in Ames, Iowa Saturday night, and as you would expect, all the tradition and pageantry of an in-state rivalry on display in this one. Hawks ready, Clones ready. Let's get this thing started. After a scoreless first quarter, Hawks in business in state territory. Iowa quarterback Jake Rudock finds Tavon Smith. Play action sets up the deep ball, putting the Hawks in scoring position, and they would do just that. Rudock to Cavante Martin Manley. Huge game for the juniors. 7 grabs for 60 yards in this one. 7-0 black and gold. Hawks with the ball again, and they would go to the ground this time. First, it's Mark Weisman plowing ahead for the first down. Damon Bullock showing off the legs as well, slashing through the Cyclone D, and then it's Jordan Kinzeri getting involved. Big run puts the Hawks in the red zone, but black and gold can't put 7 points on the board. And settle for this Mike Meyer chip shot. 10-0 Hawks. State with the ball back, just under 2 minutes to play in the first half, and driving until James Morris makes a heck of a play to intercept this Sam Richardson pass. That would lead to another Meyer field goal. 13-0. Kirk and company head into the half on top. Paul Rhodes not happy with his team's execution. Cyclones getting a stern talking to in front of the home fans before heading into the locker room, and they would respond in the third quarter. Richardson finds Quentin Bundridge for this 67-yard score. He'd go off for a $146 in this one. More to come on that later, but the Hawks would respond. After an impressive kick return by Iowa's Jordan Cotton put the Hawks in fantastic field position, Jacob Hillier would atone for a couple of first-half drops here. 26-yard pitch and catch to put the Hawks back up 20-7. Heading into the fourth quarter, and they would continue to pour it on. Fans and Jack Trice heading for the exits after a Jake Rudock 1-yard TD plunge. They would actually miss a pretty spectacular last 7 minutes of action, though. First, it's Richardson to Bundridge, 26 yards to make it 27-14. Clones need the onside kick, and they get it. Unbelievable. Even more unbelievable to Cyclone fans, their squad would turn the ball over just a couple of plays later thanks to this fantastic B.J. Lowry interception. Bundridge would catch a third touchdown pass later, but it was too little, too late for Paul Rhodes and company. The Hawkeye bench heads straight for the ISU sideline. The Cy-Hawk Trophy coming back to Iowa City after a 2-year vacation. Final score in this one, Iowa 27, Iowa State 21.
Obviously a huge win for the program, brings our overall mark this season to 2-1, but all of the talk post-game centered around Iowa's fullback turned running back, Mark Wiseman.
Certainly Mark's been a workhorse for us, and we're going to have to keep an eye on him during the week, every week, I'm sure. But I thought he did a great job.
Us as receivers, our job is to catch the ball and block. And when you know the running game can succeed like that or excel, then it gives you more confidence. It opens up the play action, so it opens up a lot of things.
It takes a huge weight off of everyone's shoulders. The offensive line, they were making those holes. Mark put his head down and said, I'm just going to run. He trusts them, and I trust them completely. And the offensive line, I'm sure if you asked him, just knowing his personality, he will praise the offensive line more than you can imagine.
Now we got to move on, get more wins, put them together, just keep improving. This team has a lot of potential, but we just need to improve it.
Now, Wiseman, a key contributor to Iowa's third down success against their in-state rivals, but junior wideout Cavante Martin-Manley had by far his best game in an Iowa uniform this year, which both his coach and his quarterback addressed post-game.
I feel comfortable with him, if that's what you're asking. I feel comfortable with all of our receivers, and I mean, he does a good job getting open. So if he gets a good job getting open and you can see him, we give him the ball.
I'm not sure what our third down percentage, what our goal is for third down percentage, but it was obviously high today. And you know, when you can do that, third down is money down for us. And when you convert third downs, you're moving the ball, you give your team more opportunities to score.
Probably our biggest focus offensively today was first down. You know, they shut us down last year, first down, so we were behind the count an awful lot. A lot of 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8s, 2nd and 10s, and as a result of that, we ended up in a lot of 3rd and longs too. So, you know, I'm no offensive genius, but when it's 3rd and 6 plus, those percentages go against you. So, you know, we were hoping we could move the ball a little bit on first down tonight and do a better job of that than we did a year ago.
And obviously a number of other Hawkeye sports were in action over the weekend as well, and we will have more on all of that coming up in Monday's edition with the Whip Around. But the program, unfortunately, is out of time tonight, so to wrap things up, let's throw it back to Josh Bolander with the final report on Saturday's win. Josh?
After snapping a 7-game losing streak last weekend, the second longest of head coach Kirk Ferentz's career, the Hawks have now reeled off 2 straight. And with first-year quarterback Jake Rudock and his receivers finally clicking, and running back Mark Wiseman proving he can carry the load for a 3rd successive week, things are looking up for Iowa, who head back to Iowa City next weekend looking to win their 3rd straight, with Western Michigan set to come to Kinnick Stadium. From under the lights in Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, I'm Josh Bolander, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
That's it from us at the Sports Desk. Reed and Kelsey, back to you.
Thanks, Cody, and that wraps up our Sunday newscast tonight, but take a quick look at the headlines in tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan.
Read about how UISG is becoming more sustainable.
And also how popular is the new synthetic drug Molly in Iowa City.
That's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out at the same time tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.